been having to kind of pick my battles as far as spend a lot of time videoing or spend some time working, and man, I'm still in a way like an hour here and an hour there, so I've been spending more time working on the bus. But I'm hoping tonight to button up the back section, and then I'll move on to the panel that's in front of the engine, and that should be the last stuff. I'll have to weld around where the gas tank is, and maybe we can start maybe doing some mechanical stuff to maybe at least kind of cheat a little bit and get on the road. All right, yep, well, go on. All right, guys, just cut this out. So rotten piece here on the side. I tried to do a patch earlier. It sucked. I've learned my lesson. Just cut it all out. Made me a template. It's gonna fit pretty tight. I'm still gonna have a little bit of fab work to do in here to add in that piece. But yeah, I think it'll work out. And a little bit when I get things cleaned up, I'll kind of show you, but that's all done. And so is the other patches. The panel will fit it in there. I'm going to actually push it in and weld it as I go in, just because there's such a shape to it. But I think that I can get it going from here. Got everything grinded out and cleaned underneath, so we can hopefully get some good welds. Let's see if we can do it. All right, guys, I've got it for my first round on stitching it in and stuff. Still got a little more stitching to do before I can get ready to get down here to button up this section. But yeah, it's going in. All right, guys, I got some mud on there. Gonna clean up the opening. I kind of want it like how this is clean, because I know that I'm gonna have upholstery past this line, but I want that little area there to be clean on the opposite side. And then of course, all of this is gonna be behind the cabinet upholstery, but I'm gonna go ahead and the rest of these little spot welds, I'll seam seal it in place. But I just wanna make sure when I paint this area here that it blends pretty good, because it will show at the edge of the mattress and stuff. So that's where I'm at right now. All right, guys, I got it all kind of puttied in there, and I'm getting ready to seam seal the perimeter of all the spot welds and sand it down just a little bit more on the top, get that rust off there, and then we're going to hit it with some etching primer and go on to the next thing. All right, guys, it's all seam sealed, and got a little primer on it. I got some more rust to actually address over there before I go ahead and prime up the rest of it. But yeah, that is good enough in my book to go on to the next place, which is going to be some light in here. Right there. And that's going to be our next culprit there. Sort of dressing this across the bottom. It's pretty damn rotten, but yeah, I'm happy with that. That's we're almost to the point where we could actually keep the exhaust out of the car. So I'm really glad that that little part taken care of on both sides, and the back deck in there. I'm probably going to take that lid off and wire brush the crap out of it and put some type of rust converter on it just for now, until I can come across an affordable lid for the back deck. But I'm happy with that. So all right, guys, well that was like a small update of what I've been up to. Some of the stuff I filmed, some of it I didn't, but yeah, it worked for me, man. Now it's on to another step, and work my way across the floor and up to finish the fender wells up that I started last year. And yeah, I might order some actual mechanical parts, which would be kind of weird to get on that. Another thing that I did, and you can't really tell from here, hang on for a second. The whole back of the bus was like tucked up underneath, and I was able to get on here and pull this thing out, and I've almost got it out square, which is close as I can get it right now. I'm gonna have to do some hammer work all around here and do a little bit of welding down at the bottom, but that would allow me to actually get a tail light on it though. So I'm pretty happy with that, and that's probably going to be a video in the future. But till next time, guys, take it easy, and I appreciate you watching. And be sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the flip side. And peace out. Go work on your bus. What's going on, guys? It's Bill here at Double O Dude Channel, and well, it's Easter weekend, and everybody's leaving their real estate agent alone. So y'all get like a bonus footage, and we're gonna work on the bus again. So let's get after it. All right, guys. Yeah. Guess I need to get in here and just start poking around and seeing how much to cut out. And then started cutting. Here we go. Alright guys, this is what I've cut out so far. I've just been kind of going through here and cleaning up a little bit. I do find some spots that have really small pinholes. I'm going to try to touch them with the welder and see if I can fill them in. If I can't, I will cut them out. I need to still get over there and cut that side out, but yeah, I feel like I'm getting back to some clean metal, but I'm just going to keep on keeping on until I do, for sure, because I don't want to have to do this twice. So yeah, that's where I'm at on it. We'll just keep on clipping, but yeah, I can't wait to get this all like cleaned up and painted up where it looks nice and sanitary. So I'm happy. Alright guys, the more I look at it, the more sense it makes to me to go ahead and just, well, I'll show you. See, this is that freaking, that support that's in there. This metal's really thin. The floor seems really thick, but this seems thin. And it seems to make sense to me just to go around the perimeter of this, back to that thick metal, and then put 16 gauge and do it all the way across. Than trying to fight messing with all these contours and stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me get it cut out. Alright guys, it's cut out and I'm starting to prep the surfaces. First going to come up with another piece of my scrap metal. I'm going to clean that bad boy up, get all the paint off of it, and get it in the right shape to drop across the bottom. So we'll see how this goes. Alright guys, I'm getting all the pieces fabbed up that I'm going to weld in here, and so just kind of give you an idea of what's happening. Get that all welded down, and then we'll put a sheet, solid sheet, all the way across the back of it, and same old, seam seal it, shoot it with primer. Alright guys, I've got it clamped into place. Let's see if I can drop some spot welds in it and get it to take. Hopefully I can get that done, and then we'll lay that flat panel in. Success, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I learned a lot up here about wasting time, so I think cutting all that out and getting a good steel was the best move to make, and we'll see how this all turns out. Alright guys, got the bottom piece welded in, just got it kind of spotted along. I'm going to get the other piece in place, and I'll spend a little bit more time dabbing it all the way around until it feels good and solid. But yeah, it's coming along. Let's get rid of all them holes, man. We'll see how it goes. Alright guys, I've got the panels cut now, and so I'm going to get in there and just try to kind of fit them in place, and then figure out, I think I'm just going to tack it around the edges. I don't think it's necessary to like cut the holes and spot weld and all that stuff. I don't know. I kind of like the way that works though. I may do both. We'll see. Alright guys, that's what it's looking like so far. I'm just getting kind of spotted in. Then I'll work around the edges for a while until I feel like it's gonna, that's a good connect and stuff. And once that's all done, then it's all about clean it up, get some seam sealer on it, and move on to another spot. But I feel like I've made that light from behind us. I feel like I've made a little bit of progress. Got rid of some more rot. Scratched the crap out of my arm. I cut it and it's bleeding. You get old, you tend to bleed a lot. You take an aspirin every day and stuff. Make sure you don't have a stroke or something, but in between you cut yourself, you're gonna bleed out off of a scratch. But I'm pretty happy with it. I just need to just keep on welding until I feel like it's nice and secure. But I'm excited. I feel like I kind of feel like now when I approach these things, I don't try to be like like I'm Jesse James or something, trying to fab stuff. I'm just trying to get the holes filled in, get the rust cut out, and get this bad boy all sealed up where that I can feel comfortable putting floor and stuff in it. So, all right, well, let's get on with it. All right, guys, I've got it all tacked in there all the way around. Seems to be like freaking rock solid all the way. Hit it with hammers and see if I can break any welds and stuff. Doesn't look like it's going to. So, time for seam sealer. Alright guys, seam sealer's down. No big holes. And just waiting for it to dry. We'll get some etching primer on that stuff and bam, be on to the next space. Yeah, space. This etching, or this seam sealer stuff's pretty potent. Get a little dizzy just chilling out here, taking care of it. Seam sealed, primed up. Tired. That was a lot of work, but I feel like moving my way through it all. I hope everybody has like a really awesome Easter and spend time with your families. And I just want to thank you guys all for watching the videos. And if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. And you can hit that bell if you want notifications when I upload. And you take care of yourself, and peace out. Go work on your bus.